Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to Vinyl Talk with Tavis. And I'm Tavis. I haven't seen you in a long time, so today just happened to be a snow day. Here in Kansas City, it's about in the 20s. It's been snowing. It snowed yesterday on Sunday. So today we're off from school. And tomorrow we're off again. So I said I have some time to make a video. And sure enough, here I am doing it. I'm a little bit over that cold I had. This is going on the third week. I still have some sniffing, sneezing, and some coughing. It's been a booger. If you get that virus, I pray you don't. But if you do, get ready. It's something else. Our school had a winter program, so I've been extremely busy. Music teachers are so busy at this time of year. And it was a country and western themed show. It was called Christmas at the OK Corral. And the kids had a blast. I was beside myself because I was so busy working with the kids and the characters on the stage and telling teachers what they should do and telling parents what they should have their kids wear. Woo! It's always a busy time of the year for teachers, music teachers especially, in December. Speaking of country and western, I think I'll change this hat. But I've always wanted to do what I Dream of Jeannie did back in the days. So let's see if I can pull it off. Hey, this is exactly what I wore at our winter program. I got this hat at Party City. You like it? I like it. At this time, I want to thank Mike. Mike, thank you so much for the Christmas card. Hope you don't mind that I share this with everybody. Mike Guitar Player 07. He sent me a Christmas card. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it so much. The vinyl community is so kind, so thoughtful. And I'll be sending out some cards tomorrow if the weather's good. I'm sure it will be. Well, let's go ahead and get to some music. Today I've been listening to Midnight Love by Marvin Gaye. What a great record. 1982 this album came out in. And good music, Midnight Lady, sexual healing, rocking after midnight. You all know this record. You have to. If you don't, please have this in your collection. Soul Man #1, Marvin Gaye. You got to have this. Get up, get up, get up, get up. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. This hat, I tell you, I think I was meant to be a country boy. Hey, what were you doing in 1992? Bill Clinton was just elected president. Wayne's World came to the theaters. Jay Leno made his debut on The Tonight Show. The Cold War was declared over. And Mary J. Blige came out with her debut album called What's the 411? Her album has been reissued as a double LP on colored vinyl. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, vinyl community, dearest friends, I was going through my Instagram page and I was scrolling and I saw Urban Legends. I'm not really familiar with that website, but I am now. They had this album as an advertisement. I was like, what? And I had to get it. I ordered it immediately. UrbanLegends.com. They have all types of hip hop artists their albums are being reissued on vinyl, mostly colored vinyl. It's really cool. But this was Mary J. Blige's debut album. This is when New Jack Swing was really hitting it. This album is the bomb. I had to revisit it. I revisited this album. It came in about 4 or 5 days after I ordered it. Look at this. Look at this. Is that not gorgeous? Double LP set. Every song is the bomb. And in 1992, I was just going off to a university. And I was really into church music, so I really wasn't into early hip hop music at the time. But now, oh my God, this is killer. If you don't have this, I suggest you get it if you like hip hop music and Mary J. Blige. UrbanLegends.com. I need to have a thumbnail for this. Let me see how I can do this. How's this gonna be? Let me see. Here we go. Oh, heavenly music, y'all. Do you know that I can't sing it, it's just too much. Real love. Real love. I'm searching for a real love. Someone to set my heart free. Real love. Ah, searching for a real love. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. Fire. This is fire. If I don't do anything else in this video, I'd be happy. I'm done. I can cut this video off and I'm done. But I have so much more to show you. This is killer. Mary J. Blige, girl, back in 1992 was the 411. She was rocking it, still is rocking it today. Oh man, that's good music. I've been having a blast with that album. Oh man. Okay, I got this at, excuse me, I was with my dad over the Thanksgiving break. We went to some thrift shops. And we stopped in at a pawn shop. And I saw this record. Dan Hartman, I Can Dream About You. This came out in 1984. Very good record. I'd never owned this before. I only just saw the video. You know, I think that song, I Can Dream About You, came out with, it was in, what movie was it? I forgot the movie. Put it in the comments if you can remember I Can Dream About You. Where did that song, what movie was it in? I forgot. But this is a good record. Dan Hartman, remember his 1970s disco hit, Instant Replay? Instant Replay. Instant Replay. That man can sing. But unfortunately, he passed away in, I think, 1994. So rest in peace, Dan Hartman. Your music still is being played today. We love Dan Hartman. I found this 12-inch single of Borderline and Lucky Star, Madonna. Really cool. I never owned a 12-inch by Madonna. It really sounds good. Borderline, feels like I'm going to lose my mind. Wow. You know what? The stuff that's out today cannot compare to what's out, to what was out back then. Police. I think I showed this before. I wasn't sure, so I bought it in anyway. Police, Synchronicity. This came out in 1983. Man, the 80s were killer. The 80s were really killer. This album, top notch. I love top notch records where you can listen to every song and every song sounds good. Okay. Cliche record, but I never owned a real brand new copy of this. I always had a used version. I had to go on Amazon and get this. I had to get Michael Jackson. Again, Thriller. I had to get it. It was on sale for $11. Sometimes that happens. You can go on Amazon and this record may be $29, $20. I saw it for $11 and I got it. Had to get it. I'm so proud of this record to be new. Just had to. Okay. I talk about this record so much this month. But I went on Amazon again. And they had the colored version of my favorite Christmas album of all time. Gatefold. Bam! Look at Ray Conniff. Ray Conniff and the Ray Conniff Singers. We wish you a Merry Christmas. 1962. If you follow me on Instagram, you know I have it. I also posted a video of the first song on here, Jolly Old St. Nicholas and the Drummer Boy. My previous video. White colored vinyl. Nice little insert there of Ray Conniff. A wonderful composer, wonderful arranger, great choir conductor. Look at this white vinyl. I was beside myself when I saw that this was available on Amazon. It is spectacular. Spectacular. You know, I should go ahead and tell you my other favorite Christmas albums, but I don't have them on vinyl. My other favorite Christmas albums are the Manhattan Transfer Christmas album. And also, I enjoy Whitney Houston's Christmas album called One Wish. Those are great records too. I mean, I wish they would have those on vinyl. I would go broke to get those records. I would go broke. But they were released during the time when vinyl was not really popular. So, okay, let's get gospel. I have two fantastic gospel records by the same artist. This is James Cleveland and the Southern California Community Choir. In the Ghetto. This came out in 1972. I think so. On Savoy Records. One of the famous gospel labels. 1974, I'm sorry. Fantastic Savoy Records. All the great gospel greats. All the great gospel artists were on Savoy at that time. But yeah, this is a great, great album. In the Ghetto, that's that great song by Elvis as well. So James Cleveland covered it and his choir. He takes it to church. Classic right here. Classic. And let's keep the whole James Cleveland thing going. We have Reverend James Cleveland and the Southern California Community Choir again. This was James Cleveland's last gospel record, or last record. It's called Having Church. It's a double LP on Savoy Records. Everybody, if you want to have some good hometown church, good old time black gospel music church, you get this. And I think at this time of this recording, James Cleveland was ill. His voice was not there. He ministers hard, you know, but on this recording, you can't even comprehend what he's saying. And all the songs have a somber feel of going home, like going to heaven, as if he knew he was at his end. That's how I feel, because the songs are like, "What shall I do? Somehow I made it. God leads his children. God is taking us away. Somebody's knocking at your door. It's good to go back to the old time way. I'm ready when Jesus comes." It just has a feel that James Cleveland knew his end was coming close. So all the songs were really meant to talk about going to heaven. Woo, I tell you, it takes you there. I love this album. A 2-record set on Savoy. I got this at Josie Records here in Kansas City, Missouri. Oh my God, classic. This came out in 1990. I hate when they don't have the year on the cover. 1990. 1990. I was just graduating high school. Yeah, I remember that. Okay, let's keep it going, y'all. Keep it going. I saw this on Alex Spin's vinyl. Man, he has a great eclectic style of music. He loves R&B, and he loves Stevie Wonder. So I had to get it. He mentioned this in his video. The Woman in Red is all filled with Stevie Wonder music. Classic, great music, I tell you. I think my favorite song is Love, Light, and Flight. But he has his most favorite song, I Just Called to Say I Love You. He has a duet with Dionne Warwick. This came out in 1984. Good music. My dad told me to get this. Are you all familiar with Brooke Benton? This is called The Storyteller. This is a very good record. I wasn't really into Brooke Benton, but when we saw this at the pawn shop, my dad said, "Oh man, get that. So I did. I think Brooke Benton sings that song called A Rainy Night in Georgia. Oh, it keeps raining all over the world." I think he sings that. Can y'all see me? Can y'all see me? Whew, bad lighting. Anyway, let's keep this going. Okay. Glenn Derringer, Light and Easy. I posted a video of this earlier of him doing the song I've Got Rhythm. I wasn't familiar with this album, wasn't familiar with this artist. Went to the Salvation Army just because I wanted to. Went right back to the records and saw this. The cover looked very interesting, and I love organ music. I brought this home. It just cost 99 cents. I brought this home. Y'all, every song I love. Every song. It's pure 70s, but I love it. It has that old 70s vibe, but man, killer. This guy was a prodigy as a child, and I think he didn't release a lot of albums. I think he did most of his career was in music business, but he was a killer organist. Who knew? I never knew. Classic. Now, I saw all of you with this, and I had to get it. I kept seeing people talk about this, and recently it was a commemoration of John Lennon's death, or the guy who shot him, his deranged fan. So I just had to get this. I had to get John Lennon. Imagine. My first John Lennon album. It comes with some very interesting things inside, though, everybody. It comes with a magnificent poster and some postcards. I wasn't expecting all that. This poster is really, really something else. I think you all know what I'm talking about. I've got to show it. This poster is really, really something. There's the bottom, the top. So I'm going to have to frame this somehow. I think I will later on. And it also comes with a few postcards that I wasn't expecting. Very, very cool. Him holding a pig or a sow. I don't know what that's about. Is there some hidden message in here? I don't know. Maybe you all John Lennon fans can really tell me about this. But the music, stellar. Poster, stellar. Here's a question. When you all get your records and you have posters and things like that, do you frame them or do you keep them inside? Just for, what, in case you want to sell it one day or something? I don't know. What do you do? Next, I finally got the soundtrack that I wanted. Footloose. Finally got it on Amazon. So happy to have gotten this. However, I must tell you, brand new from Amazon, I'm not happy with the sound quality. Let me rephrase that. I'm not happy with one of the song's mixes. Okay? What is it? Hero? Holding Out for a Hero by Bonnie Tyler. The mix is awful. Absolutely ridiculous. The breakdown when the drums are playing, the drums are just too loud. I thought that my speakers had broken. That's how bad the mix is. And then it comes back to normal when she comes back in. I need a hero. So I don't know what's up with that, but that is I was gonna cuss. That was a bad mix. It's a bad mix. So I may just have the CD and just have that for sentimental value, you know? Do you all know who this is? Lips Inc. What song? What song do you know of this? Won't you take me to Funky Town? Won't you take me to Funky Town? A jam. I got this at the pawn shop with my dad. He was like, what's that? I said, this is Funky Town. He said, oh man, I remember that. Yep, had to get this. This was a little pricey at the pawn shop. I mean, but I've never seen this to be able to buy it right then and there. So I went ahead and got it. I think it was probably $5. Now, look at this fella, Andy Gibb. Oh, Shadow Dancing. This album is so cool. It's a breath of fresh air to listen to. That disco feel. He was a cool looking cat, man. He was a good looking guy. But his brother Andy Gibb, his brother Robin, Barry and Robin, they helped to produce this record, and I think Barry is the only one living now, everybody. I love the Bee Gees. Man, I love everything that Barry Gibb put his hand to. And when he produced this, wow, this is a good record. Good record. And then we have my favorite jazz pianist of all time, Mr. Oscar Peterson. Found this for 99 cents at the pawn shop with my dad. He plays the George Gershwin songbook. I've listened to this. It is so beautiful. It's calming. It puts you in a very good mood. This was released in 1985. Polygram Records. Let's see. Well, on here it's on Verve. Oh, wow. Isn't that beautiful? Beautiful copy. I mean, when I got this at the pawn shop, I said, I came out the pawn shop laughing. 99 cents. Other places would have it like for $15, $25. Between $15 and $25. Looking that good. Now we're going to go back to some gospel music, everybody. I'm going to kind of get through this here. This is getting pretty long. Jesse Dixon, You Bring the Sun Out. Remember Jesse Dixon? This is on Light Records, 99 cents. I love 99 cents. Ooh, I love it. Jesse Dixon, great gospel singer. Then we have the fantastic Larnell Harris. Larnell Harris. Oh my God. This is with his duet with Sandy Patty. I've just seen No, his voice is not that deep. He has a big baritone tenor. I just seen Jesus. I tell you, he's alive. I've just seen Jesus. I'll never be. I got this record just for that song. That song is phenomenal to listen to. I've Just Seen Jesus, Larnell Harris, and Miss Sandy Patty. Classic gospel record. You just don't know. Then we have Amy Grant. Man, this was like young teeny bopper Amy Grant. Just look. Look at that little face. Look at Amy Grant. So cutie patootie. Oh, wow. Never Alone. Back in 1980 on Word Records. Then we have George Harrison. This record, y'all, this is really good. I put this on Instagram. I got a lot of likes on that. I was shocked how great this was. My dad was like, man, I like that, because I got it with my dad when we were at the pawn shop. He was like, man, I like that song, Hallelujah, Hallelujah. So, Dad, that's not on here. But this is a good song. I mean, this is a good record. Yeah. I think one of these songs, I was listening to it, and it seems like on the record, the song changes speeds. I think it does it purposefully. Correct me if I'm wrong, but one of the songs on here, I think it's called Soft Hearted Hannah. The song goes, it slows down or something. I thought my record player was messing up. I was going to be a mad man. But no, it's just the way the record is. But this album is really great. George Harrison, man, good music, very spiritual music. And last but not least, Mancini's Angels. I just had to get this. You know, this was just something I had to get. It was 99 cents. Can you see that, ladies and gentlemen? It has, this is Henry Mancini and his orchestra playing all of the TV theme songs from back in the day. He's playing the theme from Charlie's Angels, Evergreen, Car Wash, What's Happening. Just good music. It was really cool. I mean, I listened to this entire record all the way through and loved it. It was just stellar. A great record. Okay, everybody, that's all the records I have. These are the records that I have purchased in November. These are the records. These have been the records that I've purchased in November and December of 2019. My last purchases of the year. My last purchases. If I keep buying records, I'm going to be broke. This thing has been something else. But, as I will always say it, yes, I will, with music and with Mary J. Blige. Be inspired and stay inspired.